bit here. All right, hold on. You're gonna scoot my way. I'm gonna scoot this whole thing here. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. All right.
Good enough.
All right, let's do this real quick. Hold on. While I'm trying to get this new streaming situation going here, let's refresh on YouTube. So YouTube had, let's see, on location in New York, and we are live. Minus, hold on, let's get these things straightened up here. We're actually in Central Park right now. You can see the birds flying around in the background. I'm here with Jeff from Low Gravity.
What's going on?
We did a clinic out here. I want to make sure that everything's okay. Now I scoot this way now a little bit. Nope. There we go.
Perfect.
Nope. So what's happening on that screen is different from this screen. All right. So what we're doing right now is testing out a little on location. What up, everybody? As everybody tunes in, a little on location action here with the YouTube Live from my iPad. I've once set this thing up before. Yeah, the background is definitely different. What up, Michael? I know. And actually, you guys didn't know that this thing was live. You couldn't set up the little reminder because I just found out that YouTube had set the reminder date, the live date for 1969. So let me show you this. I took a screenshot of this thing. So it did say, I set the thing up, from what I understand, properly, but it does say, hold on, right here it is, stream set for December 31st, 1969 at 7 p.m. Obviously, well before YouTube was invented. Obviously, well before I was born. For sure, before he was born.
Definitely before I was born.
So, again, welcome you guys to a slightly impromptu Monday Night Live. Generally, it's Kyle sitting here. Kyle obviously did not gain a little bit of weight since last week. I am still in New York. We decided to... Ryan looks different. No, I look the same. Kyle looks different. So what we've done is, again, testing out some different types of live show options for everybody, because as the season starts to pick up, we realize that oftentimes we're not home on Monday by 4 p.m. Clearly, I'm not. I'm in Central Park still. But I was actually just out in Jersey, I guess I'd say it. Long live paintball with the Low Gravity guys. You guys had two squads, and then the Bronx Legends had a squad, and then there were a handful, about five or six other guys. Random guys out from around the area. One of them was, I believe, Joe was from the 187's divisional squad.
Yes.
Yep, plays the Snake for 187's divisional squad. So we had a bunch of talent out here, and I wanted to talk to everybody a little bit about what went on at the clinic, what you guys can expect from a pro clinic, because obviously, you know, Kyle and I always advocate for getting pros out to a lot of events rather than just banging your head against the wall trying to practice and run as many reps, which is kind of what you guys kept doing. Yeah, I kept doing it, and that's what you guys learned, obviously, this weekend. So as everybody kind of jumps in here, I wanted to give a shout out to all of our members. Jeff is also a mega support status member. I need all of your guys' shirt sizes, and then the handful of you guys who have not given me your addresses. I need to send you guys your welcome package, which is a signed poster and a nice little sticker pack, courtesy of Island Designs. And then also, what I did realize, and I kind of posted it up on the in the description here, is the importance of that containment drill that we talked about last weekend. Thank you, Joe. I already got you. Yep, double XL, sized up. Dylan, I got you. You hit me up already. Thank you, bud. Dylan, you need to lose 20 pounds in order to fit into the large shirt. I do admire that. You order a size way too small for yourself. That will be the inspiration for you to lose some weight. I always say that. I'm a huge fan of that. When someone's like, "Hey Ryan, do you have any double XL jerseys?" I go, "No, I only got XL." They're like, "That's not gonna fit me." I go, "If you lost some weight, it would." Not in a rude way, obviously. I say it very, very meaningful. And then also to talk about a little bit of that, and then we do have a couple of giveaways. First of all, I've been hanging on to these for quite a while.
About 2 months,
and Mr. Murati, I'm sorry, you've just now officially lost your chance to get these goggles. And it's actually interesting that this is the day that we decide to give these away right here. because Jeff is the one who donated these things to the show to be given away. So we appreciate that. And we're gonna spin. I'm actually gonna let Jeff spin the wheel. Yeah, by spin, it's like you get a lot of, you just go like this. You're gonna push the button on my cell phone. It's like it's somewhat lackluster in that effect, but we're gonna do that. Also, we're gonna talk a little bit about Hormesis. Alex Fragi is gonna be giving away another jersey. He's gonna spin his wheel. For those of you guys who do not already know, you've got to there we go. Loyal Blue Fox, spin that wheel. I know Loyal Blue Fox, Steve Frazier, you guys have both been lucky enough to have your names be landed on the wheel. I hope that we spin the wheel and Alex Fragi wins one. That'd
be great.
Actually, we're gonna spin the wheel for a couple of things. One is going to also be donated by Jeff. He's got to get rid of all of these old headbands that he has. He's got a Sandana headband.
Hormesis only.
He no longer needs this, so maybe Alex, if you're lucky, you're gonna get your name landed on, and you're gonna get this. What is this like a? It looks like a.
I think it's the damage one actually.
He's a very, very scary looking character. This is what Sloan sees in her nightmares. Jesus. And then also talking about the Hormesis headband line. Check this out right here. If you guys have not gotten your hands on one because they sell out, this is the reason. The guy sitting right next to me is the reason you guys don't get any, because he's over there constantly refreshing. And actually, Alex has asked me a couple of times, and maybe he'll be able to explain kind of maybe some new options and ideas that he has, so that everybody gets a, I don't want to call it a fair shake, because it's obviously a fair shake if everybody knows that they go online at a specific time. And you're not there, and you don't have time to look through and be like, okay, do I want the blue one? Do I want the brown one? Do I want this one that looks like with the clouds in it? Next thing you know, they're all gone. You just gotta get it and be excited about it. Loyal Blue Fox, you got the catfish? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Oh, you did. Loyal Blue Fox. Oh, you got the catfish headband. Oh, very cool. I got you. Congrats, Blue Fox, for getting it. Zero luck on the Hormesis for Michael Cruz. And that's another thing, Mr. Cruz, as we talked about, is possibly doing a limited release for channel members only. So Alex has a couple of concepts and a couple ideas that we're going to go through. Maybe he's going to share some of those, but he's coming up with some ideas that's going to allow more people that aren't just, maybe if you have something to do, maybe you're at lunch, maybe you're your phone ran out of batteries. We just don't want to make sure everybody gets a fair shake. Like I said,
everybody gets one,
and everybody gets one, because you deserve to have a piece of this quality, and not only the quality, but you deserve to have every bit of love that goes into these things is pretty cool. Everybody gets a really nice message. Alex, he made Johnny Perchak's day the other day when Johnny Perchak opened one of these things, and he opened it to a little bit of a delusion. Alex said that Johnny could still give me a run for my money, which I thought was hilarious. But Alex, that was really thoughtful of you to help an old washed up player reminisce his dream. So that was really nice, Alex. So he gives a little bit of dream and hope to everybody who opens one of these boxes.
There's a lot in there.
Also, for those of you guys who don't know, there is a hidden message sewn into each jersey that gives you a little bit of an intention, and it just really it's really well made. Made with love, made with passion and inspiration. So all that's going on. We're gonna get Alex Fragi on the horn here in about 15 minutes or so. And then there's another thing I wanted to give away on the show. And let's see here. We got the Alex Fragi jersey. We've got the Sandana headband in there. And then I've got, what did you say, push-ups?
No, the push goggles.
Oh, we're giving the push goggles away for sure. Also, I found this medal in my bag. It's a second place medal, and it's just been floating around in my bag a little bit. So it's second place pro from the NXL in 2019 from Paris. So I was playing with the Golden State Kings at this point in time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sign this and give this away. It's a little keepsake. You can put it in something. Giveaway. Yeah, it's a cool giveaway. I give away some of my first place medals too, here and there, but this was just in my bag. I was clearing out some of my stuff because, as you guys saw, all of the new HK gear was just delivered. I know everybody's really jealous. I got this shirt. I'm rocking the ghost of Marky, Mr. H. This is what he looks like right there in the future. And so I've got this on right now. And as a lot of you guys have seen, we unboxed a ton of stuff, and I actually unearthed this out of my gear bag. So I'm going to go ahead and give this away, spin the wheel, of course. And someone's going to win a medal, signed, shipped.
Yeah. Can't beat that.
Can't beat that. You can post it up. You can put it around. You can use it as I don't ever want to get a second place medal again. I only want first places. I don't know. Use it however you
That's
like.
why Ryan's giving it away. Only first place.
Yeah. The third places, I think we just leave. I think we took a third place last year or the year before, and we were just over it. We didn't even take them. Someone I don't even know what happened to the trophy. Someone grabs the trophy usually.
Keep it.
So, and as always, if you guys have any questions at all, toss them into the comment box. I'm moderating that on the side. So, really quickly, before we get a little bit into that theory of the containment drill, which we did this weekend, just give me an idea of what you expected from the clinic, and then what you feel that you guys got out of it, and kind of what was different, right? What did you...
Well, what we expected out of it was pretty much what Ryan had already handed to us and shown us, and he always is so influential from the combine and from all the BKI drills. So we knew that was coming 100%. And then when we got there, it was just like, no, we're not going to do what we did at the combine. We're going to do this now. And it was 3-on-2 situations. He was able to put us on full snake side drills, corner drills, made sure that everybody just was able to fill in and do everybody's job and not just their own job. So it allowed, like, for instance, on my team, there's a lot of guys that say, oh, I only can play on the snake side. I only can play home. I only can play on the D side. And Ryan's like, well, guess what? You're playing on the snake side now. And they were like, and I had guys that are big guys, tall guys, and they just got stuck. And Ryan's like, no, just keep doing it. And he would be on the sidelines and tell you exactly what you did wrong. And if you kept doing it wrong, he fixed it.
Yeah, you take no prisoners.
You take no prisoners. And everybody from, Ryan will tell you, from the first day to the second day, we're completely different people.
Yeah, and I think, and one thing to point out, and that's a good point, right? What I said from the very beginning is I want to make sure that everybody plays outside of your comfort zone, because what happens is when you guys are running points, most teams go out there, and this is kind of a great thing for paintball, and in my opinion also a bad thing, is there's so many people playing paintball right now that you just don't have the freedom on the field to go out there and just run drills. For instance, I think Kyle and I mentioned it last weekend, was we showed up to the field at noon thinking that everybody was going to be winding down and clearing out, and we kind of we didn't get onto the field until 2:00. We played from 2 to 5, just running drills. And the reason for that is because, well, we didn't have another 3 guys to play. Mouse chickened out, and we couldn't find a 5th guy. Marcelo was out of town, and then the Ironmen were practicing, so we couldn't grab Dan or Corey. But what I'm getting at is there's not a lot of time to run these individual drills, and when you show up to the field, oftentimes you're like, let's just play, let's get more reps in. And you think the best way to actually progress is by constantly just going over game plans, hoping that you find yourselves in similar scenarios so you guys can figure it out later. When in reality, what ends up happening is you just kind of go through the motions over and over again. You play 10 points, you call it a day, you go home, and you're like, that was fun. And while paintball is really supposed to be fun and you want to make sure you're having fun, what's really fun is winning. All right?
Sure.
And if you guys what happens is you hit a little bit of a precipice, you get to the top right there, and you get to a certain level, and then your progression slows, right? So your advancement slows down. The rate of advancement slows down substantially if you're not doing these drills. And a great example, and I know I use these examples all the time, and I kind of mentioned it to you guys in several different analogies, was like, but today we took young Sloan to the park. We were at Brooklyn, and they have this really cool little workout area, and there's this big turf field. And aside from me and Sloan running sprints on the field out there, the only other person out there was this young girl doing soccer lessons. Not lessons, but she had an individual coach, right? And she was doing these cone drills, and I always kind of use this in this analogy as more works a little bit better for people from Europe or people who are familiar with soccer a little bit more, but she's running through these cone drills, juggle, and then sprints over this ladder, and then he kicks the ball again and does something else, and then goes in a loop, does it over and over again. That's not fun. She's not having a good time. She's getting better, and I'm sure she can see that, but and she had just started. So I'm sure that after the hour is up or the half hour is up, she's going to be exhausted. She's probably going to think, man, I really don't want to do that. But in the event that she goes out there and plays, and she jukes somebody out of their feet and they fall down, she's going to feel really good about that. But you're never going to be able to do that unless you put in the hard work. which is the snap shooting drills, the gunfighting drills, the diving into the snake, like doing all this stuff that a lot of people don't like to do.
Which actually you had done for Chris.
Right.
He was like, I don't dive. You're like, well, guess what we're going to do? Put your gun over there, and we're going to do just dive. Just keep diving. He's like, as much as you might feel embarrassed on the field, people are watching you. This is what you got to do.
Yeah.
And
Chris's brother also said the same thing. Eric was like, what should I work on? And Eric needed a lot of work, okay? And I said that to him. I'm like, look, you need a lot of work. You got to do this and that. And him and Chris were like, what should we do in order to get a little bit better? And look, you guys, I know that if you're not comfortable with a specific skill set, oftentimes you don't even want to try to use it, because the last thing you want to do is feel slightly or somewhat embarrassed, right? Because you have a lot of people out there, and if you're trying to go in between matches or points and you're just like trying to like shoot some targets, a lot of people are like, oh, what's this guy doing? You know, come on, like, get off the field.
Come on, bro, let's do something.
I mean, hell, I even felt like that the other weekend. I was out of the field, and in between some points, I would run out there and I just kind of shoot some targets, and like just do some running and shooting drills, just whatever I could do to kind of stay a little sharp. But I know that people will tend to think like, ugh, you know, I don't want to do this in front of my peers, because if I'm not doing it right, I don't want people to like, you know, think about like me doing it correctly. So the first thing I said is just, look, go put your paintball gear on or whatever you need to put on and go to the park and just do some sliding drills, do some diving drills, go through all that stuff when the only other people around are some yahoos walking their dogs. Like, I filmed the BKI videos in the park wearing my paintball gear. You know, like by myself, but like, look, staring into a camera. Like, there's nothing more embarrassing than talking in front of a camera with a bunch of people watching you, and then wearing your paintball gear in a park is like, that's about like topping it out right there. So like, you just got to put that stuff aside and actually go through the motions and get better for yourself. Now, obviously, I'm not saying bring your paintball gun to the park or anything along those lines, but all the fundamentals that are included in movement, you can do there. But you have to put the time in. Otherwise, you're just not going to progress, and you're just going to find yourselves hoping that you are in one of the scenarios that you were in before where you struggled. Because again, you have to think about the odds of finding yourself in that containment scenario again. Which is why I kept saying, like, this is what we're doing. We only played like 5 or 6 5-on-5s. We had 5 5-on-5s the whole time.
And 100%, my beginner team, they would get out, they would break out, they would have amazing 4-on-3s, 5-on-3s, and they would get wiped out. And Ryan saw what the reason was. The secondary moves were just, why are you looking this way? Why are you looking that way? He called out Snake 1, and everybody just turned their head to Snake 1, and they just get run down. And he's like, wait, you need to fix this. We're going to do all these scenarios now. And then after he sat down and he tells you, okay, you do this, it completely changes. And everybody got so much better and just progressing. And that's really what it just led to.
And then also the other big thing, and I'm going to actually bring this up with Kyle next week, and I think this is probably going to be the topic of next week's show. This one's going to be cut a little bit short, but accountability, right? And that's something that I'm surprised you guys, and maybe you guys are being a little bit hesitant because I was there and you don't want to bring that tough New York attitude when I was around.
Frankie usually yells at people.
Yeah, but no one was really yelling. I figured that everybody was going to be blaming each other a lot, but we weren't, and they weren't.
Right.
So that's a huge thing, but constructive accountability
constructive criticism
is the very, very important thing. I know Alex may have something to say about that as well, because we have been very critical of each other in the past, and specifically over specific game plans, moves, and whatnot. Some of it's been, for the most part, I'd say over the past 23 years that we've known each other, it's been fairly more constructive than not constructive. However, there have been times when things were not as constructive as they could have been. And you learn from those as well. So with that being said, you know, that's a really important aspect of the game. But like you mentioned, right? Jeff says, well, I'm pretty good at telling them they did something wrong, but now I realize I don't exactly know what the right answer was.
Right, yeah. You did this wrong, but...
Yeah, so that's a good takeaway. Like, you might not have the right answer, and we talked about this with the coaching thing in the past, right? There's coaches out there that are like, you're doing it wrong, like, you need to do it like this, but they don't really know. But understanding that you don't really know and trying to find the answer together is what we're trying to teach you guys, right? In the meantime, real quickly, I want to give a shout out to Spencer, Mazur, and Maku for joining. Welcome to support.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah, welcome to. Thanks for the support. membership status right there. Guys, if you guys want to join the channel, if you guys are just joining now, if you're not part of the channel, we do giveaways every single week that we hold the show. Today, we're going to be giving away a headband and a pair of push goggles.
And hit that like button.
Yep. Practice. That's right. And then also, congrats. Thanks, Steve Segovia, for chiming in there again. You just reminded me. I know that Connor Hatcher probably doesn't watch the show, or maybe he does, but I want to give a shout out to Connor Hatcher. I know he's going to try out, I believe, for Steve, was it AC Diesel or AC Dallas? Regardless of whichever team it's going to be that he's going to be trying out for, that kid's a baller, and he's super good. I'm rooting for you, Connor Hatcher, whether you're watching the show or not. So let's get Alex Fragi on the horn here and have him spin the wheel for us. I'm going to call him on, I guess this. Yeah, let's see here. All right, Eggman, we're calling you right now. This is, again, a little archaic here. So he doesn't have the baby seat, but he's going to be on right here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Where are you? Where's this? Where's the camera?
To the right.
Oh, wait. There he is.
Good afternoon, everybody.
All right, we got the Eggman himself. He's got more emojis in there than anybody else does, which is obviously a huge bonus.
Hang on, let me get my hat. Oh wait.
What hat? What do you got? What do you got for us?
He's got more emojis in there.
Oh.
Wait, this is an ad.
Yeah.
It's my underwear from HK Army.
We can't see you.
Oh.
Wait, can we?
Yeah, you can see me.
Hold on, what's happening?
There we
You got to turn the
Got it. I got it. Yeah, I didn't know it was on.
Yeah.
All right, well, how's it going, everybody? Where are you?
I'm out in New York still. How's this thing come?
I was like, wow, Kyle got way better looking. What happened?
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's got a much nicer sounding voice, also.
I can't get rid of this thing. Yeah.
I tell you, man. I'm feeling what you're saying about staying sharp. I went and played yesterday for the first time in about 4 years, and I relearned a bunch of lessons for about the 500th time. So in the way of keeping your skills sharp, it's an ongoing thing, no matter how good you are.
Yeah, that's true. We for some reason lost. It's frozen right now. Sounds great. Audio 100%, video frozen. So hold on, I'm trying to get rid of this wheel of names thing off the screen.
Escape on your keyboard.
I don't have escape.
Yeah, we're on it.
ESC,
Where's the ESC button?
upper left hand corner.
Nah, I don't got one of those. And move. Hey, we're back, baby.
There we go.
We're back, baby. Oh, look at that. And Rob Matone, even though he saw that we were having technical difficulty, he goes, you know what? This is the type of show I like to watch. And this is the type of chaos I like to watch. Here we go. Now Alex is right in the middle.
We'll work it out.
We're working it out.
We're problem solvers.
Now, what do you think before?
Today, my Play the Game podcast shirt.
Oh, we need to get you. We need to get you a Spick and Span shirt.
I asked for one last week. I've been checking my mailbox every day.
Oh man. Hey, everybody missed the underwear. Can you show us the underwear again, real quick?
Oh yeah, I got my HK Army hat. Protect my forehead while I'm playing. My new sock hat. It smells kind of musty in here, but that's all right.
Yeah, they take returns.
Dude, they loaded me up, man.
I know. I saw that. I got yelled at for not posting a picture or video of all the gear that I had gotten. Well, I got yelled at, actually. What I got yelled at first is Camille yelled at me for all the boxes on the front porch. Then she yelled at me for putting all those boxes into the garage and taking up all the garage space. Then I got yelled at from HK for not posting a picture because Alex posted a picture. So you actually, in effect, made me look bad when I already looked bad to begin with.
You know what, man? I feel really bad for you. What can I do?
We can give some stuff away, I guess.
I'll send you some cupcakes and some flowers.
And said, hey, did you see this? Look at this. He's got one.
You gotta send me a chainsaw. I missed it.
He's got two. He's got three. Here he is, dude. He's your bot.
I will say, Ryan, your statement earlier, I view as a clear admission that you've been a jerk to me for about 20 years.
Nah. I don't think you understood what it was. That also could have been me recognizing that I'm waiting for an apology from you. So, because you have actually treated me poorly. As a matter of fact, with Oliver on the team, you and Oliver used to always gang up on me. How do you?
That's true. Well, you didn't gang up.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Wait, go back. What'd you say there?
And
Yes,
now
that's
you
true.
Become, little Napoleon, and you can't be stopped.
I can't be stopped. That's so you had two statements that are true.
Oliver,
One was
if you're listening. If you're out there, come back here so we can get this tyrant under control.
two of the things that you said were perfectly correct, and one was yes, you're right, and two, Oliver, I need your help.
It is true. Ryan is usually right.
There we go. Usually, if you were to give it like
I will say, look at this banter. Even though we're just joking around, we do get in serious arguments out there on the field, and we know that, even though it gets heated and, personalities and differences of opinion, at the end of the day, we're all friends and we're all trying to achieve the same goal. We all want to win, and that's why we're strong about our opinions about things, and hopefully at the end of all the yelling and screaming, you have the best possible game plan or strategy, and no one's feelings are hurt. So, I'm able to, we've known each other for long enough to know that it's not an issue if, he calls me a jerk, because I know that
I've never called you a jerk. Never called you a jerk. Never called you any profanities.
To your face,
You just, not to your face at least. You just get very emotional when you're wrong. You and Glenn Forster share that in common. When you guys are wrong about a game plan or something along those lines, you guys just get really hurt. And then, especially when I was right to begin with, and then it's like just took so long. It's like wasting so much time.
I am actually trying to work that out in therapy right now. I do have a problem with confrontation, and I'm acknowledging that being passive aggressive about it is not the proper solution. So next time I'll be much more direct and kick you in the balls.
I welcome it. I welcome that challenge.
It's like how you told us at the whole thing. You were like, as long as you're upfront about everything.
Yeah. That's absolutely right. And look, I want hug it out. Someone we just did have from Steve. It's a bit difficult to see in the divisional pits with disagreements. More divisional teams don't let it go. And that's actually a really good point. Team guys just don't like to let it go. It's a big ego thing, right? And I do think that that's something that should be addressed, but it is hard. Like I said, there's a fine line between constructive, positive reinforcement and trying to, trying to figure out a way to amicably resolve the situation and move forward at the same time without, hurting someone's feelings or making it feel like they are being attacked. And so it's a touchy subject. Maybe perhaps you need to have a pincushion like Alex to work it out on for over two decades. And at the end of it, I feel like I've mastered my way of getting through. Perhaps things were very abrasive in the beginning.
Yeah, perhaps you've just beaten me into submission. By the way, I see my Tank Dangle boys shouting out on the chat there. If you haven't checked it out, Tank Dangle. I rocked mine this weekend. I was dangling hard.
Tank Dangle.
The team Dizon's out there. Team Tank Dangle.
I was worried that it was gonna be like in the way and stuff, but I was ripping it into the snake and everything. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, give it another.
It was like, wow, dude, you look so cool with your dangle.
Yeah, give it another 10 years. That thing's gonna be really low and really in the way.
For sure, dude. I'm ready.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely need to wear those HK pants at all times.
Yeah. Check it out, though. I mean, it's a cool thing that a player in the community created, and it's something new and interesting. I'm all about stuff like that.
What's the website?
I don't think he's got a website. You just got to hit him up on Instagram.
What's it? Oh, it's just at Tank Dangle.
Yeah.
All right, we got Jacob is the Dangle is life.
Tell him Alex Fragi sent you.
Bart Crahan, Dangle Gang.
Dangle.
Dangle Gang.
DG, baby.
Um,
Start the movement.
So before we get to spinning the wheel, again, as you guys all know, in order to be put on the list for Hormesis, to be able to get to know when the Hormesis drops are going to happen, you got to sign up for the on the web
on the website. Yeah.
on the website. You got to sign up for the email list, and then also you do have your chance to win an Alex Fragi signed jersey. I believe we still have 3 more jerseys to give away, or is it 4?
This is the 4th week, so including this week, there's 3 more.
Correct. All right, great. My math is still on point. That is good to know. And then also, I have another Alex Fragi jersey that I'm going to be giving away next week because he also donated 2 to the show. And next week's show jersey is going to go to the winner of the Signature Series Forced Design competition, which you can go on to RyanGreenspan.com. You can download my render of what a Signature Series a forced body would look like, and then you have to color it in to the best of your ability. However, you can only use kindergarten level tools, right? So you can only use crayons, colored markers, things of those sorts. You can use a ruler, I guess, if you'd like, as long as it's done in crayon, but you guys can't come out with this the pencils and all that stuff.
Paint.
Yeah, no, water. You can do watercolors, I guess.
Yeah,
if you want to do it with watercolors,
painting.
I'm alright with that. Finger painting. I believe someone's gonna do one in macaroni, macaroni and glue. I saw one already. We got 1 inch. We had 3 of them in today. One of them in last night. That was really well done. I'm gonna have to take a magnifying glass to see,
really inspect it.
to really inspect it. I'm gonna have to take it over to Christie's down in New York to the auction house to verify its authenticity, because it looks perhaps like there might have been some printing involved in it. One of them had a chocolate bar on it. So there's been some good stuff entered into that. You're gonna win an Alex Fragi jersey if you guys do win this competition. Jeff, I made him do one. He used his 2-year-old son's pens. So this is what his Signature Series Force would look like.
We're gonna have to make
looks
that
very similar to a Ryan Greenspan or Marcelo Margot edition Force with the colors in the background. I happen to like that. Obviously, I like the Ryan Greenspan one a little bit more than the Alex or the Marcelo Margot one. But also, do you when's the next Hormesis drop? How do people get those?
So right now we're getting the next one ready, and there's been a little bit of confusion and concern about fairness in getting them, because we only have 100 at a time typically, and people are more than 100 people are trying to get them at once. So people are on their computers using technology to Apple Pay is supposedly the fastest, and people with Apple Pay will get in front of the other people. So we've been talking about some different ways of releasing them. Everything from doing a lottery type system where there's a waiting list, and the people that can buy it are selected at random, from doing a raffle type system where not a raffle, raffle, where everyone buys a raffle ticket for say $7 to $10, and we only release a certain amount of raffle tickets, and then we could do a drawing on Ryan's show or something like that, or maybe even something where we sell them at the tournament in person. Just we're experimenting with some different ideas. Oh, and one more is maybe sending out an email blast. Like I'll specify the day we're going to send it, and then I'll send out the email blast and then make the website live at the same time, so people kind of can trickle in based on when they check their email instead of everyone shows up at the same time. So I want to make it fair and more interesting for people to get it. And it is fair now. It's just more fair for people who understand the technology and have a fast internet connection.
I heard that story. Did you hear the story that some guy, I think it was last year, there was some old poet that hid a bunch of gold and diamonds in the hills in Colorado somewhere, and he wrote a poem, and for the last 20 years people have been searching through the woods based on this poem. People have died looking for it, and some guy found it. It was $1 million worth of actual treasure. Maybe we do something like that where we hide a Hormesis headband. You put 2 in each state, right? And we travel on a road trip through the 50 states, and so you could technically get 100 headbands for yourself.
It sounds ridiculous, but I actually like it.
Yeah, treasure hunts.
I was thinking of doing a little scavenger you're sending out the email and then having a trivia question in the email, and the answer to the trivia question is the password to get into the website.
Booyah.
That's kind of
something like really kind of interactive like that.
Well, I'll bet you right now, Dizon and Jay Stu will get one for sure.
Oliver's over there. He's making the headbands. He's sending them to me. They're made one at a time. I mean, it's really cool how they're made out in the jungle, with natural dyes and a real old world type of way. They literally go into the back and cut down the leaves off the tree and then make it into dye, and then they weave the fabric on a loom and dye it. So, when you do get one of these headbands, make sure to read the care instructions, because the natural dyes and handmade fabric, I don't know how well they're going to withstand a washing machine. I mean, I've washed mine a bunch of times and it's fine. I mean, it's worn in a little bit. I'll show you. This one's been washed about 20 times, but it used to be a little bit darker, and it's a live thing. That's what makes it cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm stoked, and people seem to like them, and it's a statement, and it's a fashionable item. So
yeah,
we're excited to make more things and get them out there to people.
Yeah, he was rocking his this weekend. Everybody was trying to steal it from him.
Yeah.
He actually went to the bathroom at one point in time, and I think he brought it with him and put him in his pocket because he didn't want anybody to steal it. And he came back and said, "Where's my headband? Where's my headband? Where's my headband?" It was in his pocket the whole time.
They're like gold.
Look, it's a cool thing, and it's a novelty, and it's meaningful in a lot of ways, but it is just a headband.
What I got from that is we should all invest. Everybody should buy Apple stock at the market open tomorrow morning, because Apple's technology is a lot more advanced than the people with Android phones.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. We're on an Apple iPad, looking into an Apple iPhone, looking at you, looking at me, looking at him, all the way over in California from New York. So I don't know.
On a MacBook.
Yeah, and then to be honest, their software is so much more superior to those of you guys that have the Google phones that maybe you guys should just buy Apple stock at market open tomorrow morning. I'm gonna run down to Wall Street tomorrow morning
while you're here.
Yeah, while I'm here. Yes, and actually, Sean Dolan, thank you. Forrest Fern, Alex, you should look this up. You'll like that story. The poet's name was Forrest Fern, and Forrest Fenn. Sorry, Forrest Fenn. And he hid a big, it was like precious stones. It was basically like the Goonies. He made a treasure chest to the treasure from the Goonies. Yeah, Tom Starwin, Blue Text Gang only.
You know where I'm hiding the headbands.
Where?
Your mama's house. Watch out, Bonnie. You're gonna have some people coming over.
The whole crew's coming over. They're gonna score some headbands.
Take it up the yard.
Oh man. That was a
good
good
air
one.
horn here.
Yeah, I know. We're getting a lot of air horns in there. We don't have an air horn. I don't know how to make one happen. But all right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel to figure out who is going to win your jersey right now. Dylan DePorto is pretty stoked right now on the wheel spin. Dylan, shout out to Dylan for the Ryan Greenspan Signature Series Force. I know you got one of those things. So oh yeah, we got the wheels coming in. All right, Alex the cow is gonna spin it.
All right, everybody, welcome to Ryan Greenspan's Wheel of Assholes. Just kidding.
That would mean that everybody who's on the Hormesis list. So that's how one of the owners of Hormesis looks at you guys. I don't know if
Beautiful people.
Rome wasn't built in a day, but
Yeah.
it can get destroyed.
the wheel of beautiful people.
There we go.
There we go. All right, let's get ready. The winner gets. Oh, there you guys are.
Hey.
There we go. Look, we're climbing. We've got 1,100 names. We got 1,151 names. I think we started at 200. That's what you call the Greenspan bump.
That's right. You get the Greenspan bump when you get onto the show. Low gravity stock's going up also.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, go!
All right. Come on, big winner. Did it go around a whole spin?
There we go. Pebbles.
Shout out to Pebble.
We can't see that. Your
Yeah.
screen. Your screen's a little dusty. You've been breathing hard. What does that say? Pebbles, Skittles? What's that name say?
Pebble Sklorich at gmail.com.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Mr. Pebble Scarich.
I think
Congrats.
it's one of those made up email addresses that you told everybody to make.
That's the Greenspan bump. That's how you get it.
I'll be emailing you shortly, and we will get your jersey out to you.
Yeah, Steve's. Come on. Oh, so it's JD's. So it's JD's asked, where do we enter for the wheel? You got to go to hormesispaintball.com. Jay Stu, that's my spam email. I'll be on the lookout. Of course, it's Jay Stu. Jay Stu.
He's the bot. He's the bot behind the.
Jay Stu's the one who found Forrest Fenn's gold treasure. Also, I know it. That's for sure. So in order,
If you guys like any of those ideas for the headband releases, drop a comment in here, and I'll go back through and read them and see which ones people like, and then consider it for the next launch.
yeah. So yeah, like you guys, like Alex said, if you guys like any of those concepts as far as how he's gonna kind of give out the new headband launch, the next headband launch, whether it's gonna be a raffle system, a trivia system, or just a random email throughout the day that will unlock the passcode, or if he just keeps it how it is. I know that you guys who are Apple users might like that, or Jay Stu, because you're already in the Matrix, tuned in. but yeah, we want to make it as great of a opportunity for everybody.
Yeah, I plan on like cycling through like the different ways to keep it fresh and also
Keep it fun.
Keep it fun.
Cool. All right, Al.
Love you guys. Take care.
Be
Don't
good.
play too hard.
I can't wait to see you again so we can get in an argument.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be icing my legs. I played yesterday, so
Yeah. Ice those
I'll be
knobby
for the
knees.
next couple of weeks.
Ice those knobby knees and make sure that tank dangle's not getting any looser.
Dude, the tank dangle's the only thing keeping me alive right now.
All right, bud.
See you guys.
See ya. All right. So there you have it. That was Alex Fragi. Congrats to Pebble, and I can't pronounce your last name, so I apologize for that. But we also still have a bunch of names to toss into the next wheel spin. So we're gonna give away really quickly. Bear with me while I pull up the names for this. This is gonna suck again. All right, so I need to copy these and then paste them here. Nope, that didn't work. Pasting for Mac. Booyah. Okay, and then bear with me.
There we go.
Bear with me. Speaking of great Apple products,
Yeah, hold on. You want me to get my Samsung tablet?
there's a way to. If anybody knows how to get rid of the,
Swung it before.
I know it's like a thing. There's a way to like do it. I just don't know how.
Oh,
Oh,
two
we're
fingers.
back. So I don't know if you guys have ever had the multi-screen thing going. I apologize that it froze. The multi-screen thing going on an iPad. I don't quite understand how you're supposed to get the other screen off of the screen. So I just swipe across as much as possible. But I've got all new members listed in here. If you guys are joined, we've got 117 entries in the name here. I wonder if I can send this to your computer. We can do this on here.
Yeah. It's Ellie's MacBook, it'll say.
All right, let's see if we can do this. We're going full. We're just gonna do it on the phone. I don't want to break anything again. Oh no, Maku, you can't just join the members section and then make fun of all the Mac stuff. Steve Frazier thought a PC. All right, Bart, we got it right here. We've got everybody's names right here. We're gonna start first with the headband, the Sandana. Like I said, I know that we just talked about Hormesis stuff, but we got to get rid of these. Some of you guys haven't been able to get your hands on a Hormesis headband, so you're gonna have to settle for a brand new Sandana. All right, Here, do you
That's
want
a damage one.
All right,
too.
here it is. Hold on.
Alright.
Let's go full screen. I don't know if we can go full screen on this thing. Let's see. We're going to shuffle the names around. Then we're going to go full screen.
And hold
Full
down
screen
the
wheel. Here we go. There it is. There it is. We got the full screen. All right. Here's all the names. We've got 117 names listed in here. Remember, if you guys are super mega support status members, you get 2 entries to this. You also get the all the access and perks to the other membership things. And then you also get a welcome package and then a monthly little gift giveaway. So we got something new coming to you guys for the month of April, courtesy again of Island Designs. Jeff, you want to hit the button?
I hit it.
Here it is.
There it goes.
Oh, we're spinning. We're spinning. This is for the headband, guys.
It goes round and round.
All right, and the winner is. Oh my God! Did you just win?
Did I just win? What? Oh yeah, I won! It's the best day of my life.
We are going to spin this again. Obviously, Jeff is giving his own headbands away. No way. Cheer! Cheer! Okay, the actual winner is Mr. Matt Waters.
Yeah,
Hey,
Matt Waters.
Matt, I think Matt won a couple times ago, actually. Congrats to Mr. Matt Waters. You are the winner of the. Hold on, I'm screenshotting this thing. Oh, I'm turning it off. You are the winner of the Sandana headband. And going once, going twice, going 3 times, Mr. Murati. I'm sorry, dude. This is now going. This is out of here.
You're into the wheel.
Yeah, it's on its way. It's on its way to a new home. Hold on. Let me do this really quickly.
Matt Waters is the new J Stu.
Matt Waters is the new J Stu. I know. J Stu is coming in hot. Who won last week? They won 2 last week. They won the Alex Fragi one and
I don't remember.
yeah, I think someone won twice last week. Anyway, here we go. Jeff,
Use the ringer for the gun giveaway.
Jeff, you need a ringer for the gun giveaway. So yeah, guys, and remember, if you guys get your entries in next week, by next week, go to RyanGreenspan.com, print out the Force template, and then design your own. Your own design, and then Kyle and I are gonna pick the best ones. If you have a little bit of a story behind it, also add that. You know, I designed this because of this. I know that Joe sent us in some earlier today that I clearly get I understand exactly what that was all for. It was the crayon contest.
Those do look good.
Yeah, these are great. Yeah, I'm not going to show everybody, but this one had something to do with the Peanut Brutal Challenge. And then this one's great. That one's really good.
Yeah.
So Joe Pike has got some very creative stuff going on there. One person from each of his family did one, and then we had a couple other entries already as well. Okay, without further ado,
Push goggles.
push goggles. All right,
idea.
hit it again. Just don't. You know how to spin. Make sure you give it a good spin.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, good spin.
Flick it.
Okay, I'm looking. You guys are looking at this.
Oh,
No,
no,
that's
I was
not
going to
actually-
flick it.
It's not
I was
actually
gonna
how. That's
spin
not
it.
actually how it works. Just you push it.
Try and give it a little nudge.
All right, and the winner is that. Oh, Steve Segovia!
There you
Congrats,
go.
Mr. Steve. Steve Segovia, you are in here. Congrats, Steve.
Congrats, Dave.
Steve. Also, guys, remember if you guys do win this, if I don't already have your addresses, please make sure that Steve. Make sure that I have your address. Okay. As a matter of fact, if you are a channel member at all, it wouldn't hurt to send me your addresses because you might win something, or you might just and if you're not around, then I'll just send it to you. And sometimes I might just send stuff out randomly. You know that I like to do that sometimes, especially now that we have all this new HK gear in. There might be some stuff left over. We might ramp up the giveaways. Alex Fragi might be able to donate some more stuff. Who knows what we might have? Oh yeah, and Maku, very good question. How do you do that? You guys can send me your name, address, and your channel member name on Instagram, on Facebook, or email me directly, RyanGreenspan18@gmail.com. All right, so let's see. anything else? No, we're
No,
covered that
really.
right now. Yeah. You guys do you have anything else?
That 100%. If you could get to a combine, a BKI event, a clinic that he attends to in your area, do it. It's 100% worth the training that he puts you through, the every drill. He actually personally like helped me out. Like there was a point where I was just not moving into the corner. I wasn't filling. And like he does to his guys, Jeff, what are you doing? And then that's it. You correct it, and everything tends to work out the way it's planned. So it's definitely gonna better your game, help your team, help your teammates, and
yeah, and it just gives you a better understanding how to schedule or structure a practice, and then on top of that, gives you guys some ideas on clarity on what to do when you guys are heading out to practice next weekend. So Zuno in here, yeah, congrats to Chris Zuno, who borrowed one of my forces for the weekend, made it into the finals, didn't win, but still did well. I said he loved the force, so I'm stoked on that. So tune in next week. Kyle will be back here. We're gonna transform this guy into Kyle, back into Kyle. As long as we get him home before midnight tonight, he doesn't turn into a pumpkin. And next week's show's gonna be great. We're gonna have some more giveaways. Alex Fragi jersey ×2 for next week, and then I'll find some leftover hidden stuff from the HK Army box and stuff that I have, and then maybe give it away to you guys. And then if you guys, of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you guys have anything that you would like us to address on next week's show, shoot me an email. You guys have it. And then I think, Dylan, you wanted to lose some weight. Check out down below in the description. There is the Prolon fasting thing. You get 15% off. I know that my buddy Brandon from Idaho is going to do that before his wedding. Camille's got one for next week. She's going to try it. And a couple of other people I know have tried it. I lost a lot of weight on it. I felt pretty good. I didn't felt like lousy the first 2 days, actually, because not eating and starving yourself kind of sucks. But end of the day, I did feel a lot better. You can read all about that also on RyanGreenspan.com. And yeah, Dylan won an Alex Fragi jersey. It is a little too tight. Yep. You know, that's the opportunity. And then there's a handful of other discount codes down there below. And then for those of you guys who are the discounted merch perk and the super mega support status, I am going to get you guys a Field 1 discount code for next week's show. Perfect. All right, guys, thanks a lot for joining us on this little impromptu show right now, and hopefully we're gonna have a little bit more of these things on location at events. All right, guys, take care. Thanks again for the support. And sorry, there's no air horn or music.